Hi, myself Shukanto and you are watching my YouTube channel History Online, and I welcome you in the part 2 of chapter number 6 class 9 history Icse. So in the part 1 of this chapter I have already discussed about the sources to know the history of the Gupta age and the administration or administrative system under the Gupta rulers. Now in this part or part 2 I'll be covering these topics, mainly development in the area of education, science, literature and art and architecture. I have given the link of the part 1 of this chapter in the description, so you can see the video from there. The Gupta period from 320 AD to 540 AD is described as the golden age of Indian culture because of its high level of civilization and culture of this period. It will forever be remembered as the period during which education, science, literature, art and architecture flourished in India as never before. During Gupta age, education was given utmost importance. There were many centers of learning in the cities like Pataliputra, Ujjain, Nasik, Ayodhya, etc. According to inscriptions, teachers were learned Brahmins and they were known as Acharyas or Upadhyayas. Okay, Acharyas and Upadhyayas, where the disciples or the students were known as Shirshas. The teachers, they were supported by the Gupta rulers, and the Gupta rulers sometimes they made agrahara or land grant to the teachers, mainly to encourage them, as the Gupta rulers were mainly patrons of education. Primary education and higher education both were given equal importance during the Gupta period, where the Buddhist monastery they acted as the center of primary education. और बुद्धिस्ट मोनास्ट्रीज में 10 साल के लिए कोई जो स्टूडेंट्स था वो एडमिट होते थे, और उस मोनास्ट्री में लाइब्रेरी भी था जहाँ पे मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स या फिर जो भी रिलीजियस टेक्स्ट है उसको रखा जाता था, और प्राइमरी एजुकेशन में मेनली ओरल एजुकेशन से शुरू होके वो जो मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स या फिर रिलीजियस टेक्स्ट है वो स्टडी करते थे. और मोनास्ट्री से अट्रैक्टेड हुए बहुत सारे चाइनीज पिलग्रिम्स भी, लाइक फाहियन वाज इन्फ्लुएंस्ड और ही वाज attracted by the monasteries mainly from Pataliputra or Buddhist monasteries from Pataliputra. Higher education was given equal importance during Gupta age, as is evident from a number of universities existed during Gupta age. Two popular universities of that time were Nalanda University and Takshila University. But according to your syllabus, you have to study only about Nalanda University. The Guptas were patrons of education. They built many colleges and universities throughout their empire. Of these, the Nalanda University at Nalanda in Bihar's Rajgriha was the most popular and respected educational institution of ancient India. Kumaragupta I established this university in the 5th century AD. The university had 10 temples, many classrooms, meditation centers and a big library. Initially this was a Buddhist monastery, but later became a university. Subjects like Hinduism, grammar, logic and astronomy were taught at Nalanda. Many Buddhists taught at Nalanda and students were instructed in Buddhist and Hindu philosophy. This university flourished under the rule of the Guptas and was later patronized by Harshavardhana. Nalanda University acted as a guiding light for the people up to the 12th century AD. Subsequently, it faced destruction at the hands of Muhammad bin Bakhtiyar Khalji, who was a general of Muhammad Ghori. Of this grand structure, only the relics now exist. During the Gupta period, great contribution was made in many branches of sciences like astronomy, medicine, meteorology, etc. Barahamihir, Brahmagupta and Aryabhatta were well known for their scientific works. Varahamihir was a great astronomer. He proved that moon rotates round the earth and the earth rotates round the sun. The Brihat Samhita of Varahamihir deals with astronomy, botany, natural history and physical geography. Brahmagupta was a mathematician and astronomer. He described the law of gravitation several centuries before Newton. Aryabhatta was a great astronomer and mathematician. He flourished during the reign of Gupta dynasty. His two famous books include Aryabhatyam and Surya Siddhanta. His main achievements were mainly he said that the earth moves round the sun. It was several centuries before the Europeans said the same thing. He discovered the rule of finding the areas of a triangle. He calculated the exact value of pi, which was equal to 3.1416. In his book Surya Siddhanta, he explained the exact causes of solar and lunar eclipses. Aryabhatta was acquainted with the decimal system and use of zero. Now moving to our next topic, that is literature. The Gupta Age constitutes an important phase in the history of Sanskrit literature. Guptas made Sanskrit as the official language for administrative purposes. Sanskrit was used in official documents as well as in inscriptions. The Gupta Age was distinguished by number of writers, scholars, whose contributions vastly enriched the different branches of Indian literature. These included Kalidasa, Shudraka, Bhasya, Dandin, etc. But the most shining light was, of course, Kalidasa, the great poet and dramatist. The greatest of all Indian poets ever, Kalidasa, lived in the court of Chandragupta II in the 5th century AD. His amazing poetic and dramatic works are a major source for reconstructing the history of the Gupta Age. The four major poetic works of Kalidasa are Raghuvamsha, Ritu Samhara, Kumar Sambhava and Meghduta. The three dramatic works for which he is renowned are Vikramavarshiyam, Abhigyana Sakuntalam and Malavikagnimitram. Abhigyana Sakuntalam has immortalized Kalidasa as it narrates the love story of Shakuntala and King Dushwanta. It is regarded that Kalidasa created the hero of Malavikagnimitram in the image of Chandragupta Vikramaditya. Another potent lyrical work by him is the Meghduta or the Cloud Messenger. The literature in the Gupta period was written mostly in Sanskrit. However, the entire collection of his works has been translated into several major languages of the world. Literature. Now coming to the next and the last point of this part, art and architecture. During Gupta period, with the revival of Hinduism, changes were seen in architecture, art, paintings done by the artists of Gupta age. The artists of Gupta period constructed structures of temple with intricate detail. They initiated use of permanent materials like stone, bricks instead of perishable materials like bamboo, woods, etc. The temple of Devagar or the Vishnu temple of Devagar and brick temple of Vithargaon were the finest example of the temple construction or the architecture of Gupta period. According to your syllabus, you have only the Vishnu temple of Devagar. The Vishnu temple or Dashavatar temple, also called Gupta temple at Devagar, is an important archaeological source to reconstruct the Gupta age. This temple was constructed in the 6th century AD and was built of stone on a raised platform that measured 1.5 meter in height. Tales from Ramayana adorned the outer walls of this temple, while the pillars and the main entrance are decorated with innumerable carvings and paintings. There is an additional outer wall that stands surrounding the entire temple. The temple is presided by Lord Vishnu, the god responsible for preservation of this universe, which is depicted to the sleeping on a giant serpent. This giant serpent is known as Sheshnaga. Now coming to the paintings during Gupta period. The art of painting gained a secular character during the rule of Guptas. The cave paintings of Ajanta murals in Maharashtra and Bagh near Gwalior were the best representation of Gupta paintings. These paintings mostly illustrate episodes from the life of Buddha as depicted in the Jataka stories. Some of the Ajanta murals reflect Buddhist values such as love and understanding. So this was mainly part 2 of chapter number 6, जहाँ पे मैंने डिस्कस किया कि जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम था, साइंस या फिर लिटरेचर, आर्ट, आर्किटेक्चर, क्या डेवलपमेंट हुआ था गुप्ता पीरियड में, क्या वो गुप्त जो किंग्स थे वो पैट्रोनाइज करते थे इन सब का, और कंट्रीब्यूशंस ऑफ कालिदासा, कंट्रीब्यूशंस ऑफ आर्यभट्ट, कंट्रीब्यूशंस ऑफ बराहमीर, ये सब मैंने डिटेल में डिस्कस किया इस वीडियो में. और इस वीडियो की आखिर में वो सेम रिक्वेस्ट, अगर अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर देना वीडियो और शेयर करना दोस्तों में ताकि वो भी देख पाए. एंड इफ यू न्यू टू माय चैनल, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल फॉर मोर वीडियोस. और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो है, अगर कोई डाउट है इस चैप्टर में तो यू कैन क्लियर योर डाउट बाय यूजिंग दिस कमेंट बॉक्स. और जैसे कि मैंने पहले बोला था, इस वीडियो की जो और इस चैप्टर की जो फर्स्ट पार्ट है उसका लिंक मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दिया है, जाके फर्स्ट पार्ट भी देख सकते हो. थैंक यू.